Hi, collective. It's your girl, Honey the Shaman here. And before we start, I was living a life of sin and then a divine stepped on in and now I feel saved. Okay, so let's get our reading together. I think I'm going to start this reading off with oracle cards, which is wild because I literally wasn't even going to bring oracle cards into this reading and I decided to last minute. So it's ironic that that's what I feel called to start with. Okay, something about the intuitive reads as well we're going to be pulling out soon. We got 3 cards that came out here. So the first 2 we have here is the cow in the reverse and the Leo in the reverse. Oh gosh. Okay, so the cow in the reverse is saying a new beginning or even a new life may be blooming. But this is in a reverse. So something is not going to be happening for somebody. I take it this could have been somebody who thought that they were going to get a new beginning off of something that they had going on. The moon in Leo says it is an important time to guard against self-centered, over opinionated or pushy. And that's in the reverse. Because somebody was overzealous. They were overly confident here. So somebody, like I said, it's just like they thought they were going to get a new beginning off of something that they were not promised. They just assumed and then just thought that was their reality, right? Then we have the moon in Pisces, which was the 3rd card that came out with this. And it says, beware of indulging in negative or depressive tendencies. Now this person is depressed here because they could have co-host. I don't know if I want to do that because maybe try again in a little while because I just can't right now. Oh gosh. Okay, look. It's like somebody assumed something, right? So they were going to get a new beginning, whether it was off your back, something that belonged to you, something that had nothing to do with them, something that was not promised to them, something that was just completely just out of alignment with this person. But because they found out about it, they thought they had an opportunity to assume it for themselves here. And then it's like they sprung into action, right, with this Leo energy and started making moves in alignment with this self-assured prediction that something that had nothing to do with them would randomly just become theirs, right? And now they're depressed. Now they're extremely depressed about whatever this is because of the frog energy, which states the path has been cleared for you to make a change that previously seemed unachievable because they were waiting for the moving pieces to align for them to get something. But who told this person that this was for them? And on top of who told them this, did this person even have a right to tell them this, right? And I also want to point out we had 2 red cards here, which is about the root chakra, and then 2 blue cards here, which is about the throat chakra. So groundedness and communication. They did something to try to manifest it for themselves. The reason as to why this person didn't just manifest something that was out there, manifest something for themselves. This is giving the energy of somebody who tried to take something that belonged to somebody else. That's the energy that's here. And they really want to keep this a secret, right? We have the hair, and this fell on me, right? So this would represent the collective. It says, it is an auspicious time for a new beginning, stagnant, right? So whatever this new beginning is, because of these actions this person made, it could have been with a Pisces, that's standing out to me as well. Because of the actions, they didn't know who they were dealing with here. Some of you are just people, this collective, you're the type of people you don't mess with. You're not somebody to be played with. But I don't think that they knew that with that cow and that Leo in the reverse, right? So whatever this new beginning is that was coming for you kind of got stagnated because of the actions that this person made against you, but it didn't get taken from you. And the first 2 blue cards we have here are blue and green, you see, which is about the heart and the throat. So we have groundedness, heart chakra, and communication. So it's giving with, and then we have the standard blue, communication. Okay, so it was just telling me that the heart was also involved here. Somebody tried to get you off balance or hurt you to a point that you couldn't manifest something, or that you would be out of alignment with something so that it would be up for grabs. Whatever this is like maybe you manifested something, right? This could be just simple, like it's just something that came in for you. Thank you. This is something that came in for you, right? And it went from the ethers and it touched down on earth, right? Somebody found out about it. And then they were like, I'm going to get you off your course because evidently you did something that aligned you with this. I want to hurt you so bad that you are no longer able to receive whatever this is. And since it's already here, I want to target it and take it for myself. That's what's coming here. And now this person is sitting, indulging in negative and depressive tendencies because God said no. If that person had to get into alignment to receive whatever is for them, what would make you think you out of alignment would be able to get it? They didn't think this thing fully through. They just moving quick, moving fast, right? Let's see if we get another, yeah, we got one more in the reverse. We have the Aries in the reverse. So we have orange and red. So something can have something to do with sacral energy, and the root here is also present. And this says, remain sensitive to others to avoid confrontation in the reverse. They didn't care about your feelings. They didn't care about how they jacked your life up. They just wanted you harmed. And this is somebody who went to somebody who had knowledge of like occult knowledge. They sought some counsel in somebody. And this person told them about manifestation, right? I don't know why manifestation is such a big theme here, because it seems like this was like the main thing on this person's mind. This could have been somebody who knew you and felt like you don't deserve it. There's no other way you could have received something. They deemed you scum of the earth. So if you got something, it had to be something magical. So they needed to seek magical advice on how to take it from you. It's giving this was based in this person's bias perception of you that was not based on you at all, but a reflection of their own internal world, their own ability to perceive people, which only stopped here. They couldn't fully perceive you because they're jaded. Their world is jaded. Their perception is jaded, right? So they didn't believe that you could just naturally be in alignment with receiving something, or naturally be in alignment with just being blessed in a certain way, right? So then they sought out somebody like, hey, this person manifested this thing. I found out about it. It's given like they could have found out about it before you. And then how will we take a manifestation from somebody? The other person told them, you get them out of alignment with their heart, out of alignment. And then the fact that we have the heart here, we have the root, we have the throat, we have the sacral, the sacral chakra here. They attacked every single one of your chakras to unalign you and then try to take it for themselves. If this thing that was manifested came in because you were in direct alignment, and that was the only way it was here on this planet, what would make this thief, this person targeting you, think that they could possess it? We'll wait. I don't think the answer will ever come, so let's move ahead, right? Bottom of the deck, we have Moon and Aquarius energy here. And then this has some purple on it, which we know is about intuition. Now I've said every single, and then with this card having gold on it as well, which we said orange and gold. The gold is the crown. Every chakra they could have attacked in you to do this to you, right? It says the time is right for celebrating life. Make the most of parties, gatherings, and other social opportunities. When they hit you in every single aspect, they were like, gold mine, baby. We gold and celebrated. Yeah, celebrated. And then now they in depressive tendencies. What happened, Pootie? What happened? Huh? The person actually deserved it? It was something that was actually in alignment with them. They didn't do magic to get it. Oh, so you attack somebody because of a divine gift and now you have to answer to God? Oh. Oh, okay. We didn't know that it worked that way. Oh, okay. You see, and that's the energy of what's here. The fact that I'm being drawn to this deck right here, this is my oogity boogity deck. If you know me, I say oogity boogity a lot when people start doing that crazy witchcraft stuff. It's giving they did something crazy here. They did something crazy here to attack something that was directly between God and his child. They messed up here. So we have two cards that fell out on the shuffle, which I'm going to end up putting back in, but we're going to see what this is. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. They tried to trap you so you couldn't get something here. So some of you guys, somebody has like a silver car or something like that, or like a gray car. A woman, there's a woman with a gray car, right? She's significant, and like whatever this plot was to trap you from being able to receive this Ace of Pentacles. There's a woman with a gray car, you know. Oh gosh, she could be, she doesn't have to be, but for somebody specific who is having a hard time pulling on who this person is, she's skinny. For others of you, she's skinny and dark skinned. For others of you, you know who I'm talking about, and it's not that description. This is just for somebody who's getting it on their own. Thank you. That's coming through as well here. Look, they betrayed you, and I'm trying to put these cards away if the Seven of Swords is popping up. So and I guess because we need to see, because that is the main practitioner that they could have used, right? Whoever pops into your head, whatever description fits them. I feel like going into this, but this intuitive read that keeps screaming at me. What we say, I don't want to be like this. Now this person wants to put some distance between them and whatever they did here. Somebody is stepping in. We're going to see what that's about. Who's stepping in? Oh, I'm going to pull this over here. What does it say? When you gonna leave them for me? Somebody could have sent a lover in. Somebody could have stepped in as a third party. This could have been a side piece or something from somebody you were dealing with. Throwing dirt and hiding their hands. Whoever this person is didn't want you to know that they did this, though. Oh, geez. Some of you guys, it could have been a work colleague. Somebody you worked with. Too young. That was also trying to downplay you. Like this person, and this right here, for some of you guys, these are not even the same people, right? But for some of you guys, there was a work colleague or somebody like this person's work boo, or somebody who could even have worked with you. Is making me think of Baby Boy when Jody was messing with Yvette's co-worker. Something like that could have happened here too. But when I saw Too Young, it made me feel like one of those people, right? If I put it in like the genders that would make the most sense to me, is like if I'm dealing with a guy, right? If I was dealing with a guy and, right? If I was dealing with a guy and there's a woman at his job and then would be like, oh, that you need a real woman in your hands. You would need, it's just somebody that wants to stroke the ego of a masculine in order to do something. That's a specific message, but let's just see what else comes out with these intuitive reads here. This could have been somebody that they met at a party, but it could have been a work event. Somebody at a party was throwing dirt and hiding their hands. So something in a group setting. The bride's family, okay? This could have something to do with somebody who's married to somebody. So there's a married couple somewhere here, or people who are in a commitment, their family is involved. It could have been somebody's family gathering. At a family gathering, somebody was throwing dirt and hiding their hands because of what they did to help somebody sabotage you or something like that. Invite only. You weren't invited to whatever this is. Yeah, you weren't invited to some sort of, this even could have been a family member of yours for some of you. But something happened at a family event that you didn't get invited to here. Mother's side of the family, or a family member's wife, or something like that is here too. Thought they held more weight than they did. So this is somebody who thought they had more weight here. Something backfired. That's what it's given. They were very cocky. They did something to you. It could have had an immediate effect, and then they thought that like that was the end all be all, like that was the say all. It's making me think of the song My Joy. If I thought you were the end all, I would have never left you alone, and I wouldn't be on my own, and I never would have wrote this song. Yeah, something like that. Like they thought because they got a punch in, a sucker punch, that meant that they won. But sometimes the sucker punch is the thing that God needs. Like, oh, you touched them, that's all I needed you to do. They didn't win here. They didn't see the full circle. That was only a crescent. You understand what I'm saying? Now things are coming full circle is the energy that I'm picking up on here. Right? It says, don't give up on your child currently. Give them time. They are going through a rough... Oh, I was like, am I cooking something? No, I don't know what that is. It went away real quick. Something's on fire. Let me make sure. Hold on. No, that was spiritual. Okay, something's burning. Somebody could be burning. Okay. Woo, somebody could be burning. Or it could be something about a fire, house fire or something. Yeah, nothing smells. That was weird. Okay, anyways. bride's family member. I said this could have something to do with like the mother's side of the family. This could have something to do with like one of your parents, this person's family, their mother's side of the family, ex's family. You guys know where to put it. You know where your people are as a collective, right? X talk in the reverse here. So we have something about somebody saying something about your love life. Somebody could have said that you were burning. Ciao. This could have been a cousin. But it came out in the reverse, right? So that's not true. Then we says, in the palm of your hands, you have the ability to mold it, make it into something beautiful. So whatever this is that they said was actually made up. It wasn't true. It wasn't even based on like something that they heard. They just made it up. This was something that was just made up about you, right? Jeez Louise. Turned against them because they lied. And then people turned on you because they heard this about you. They heard something about you. This is somebody who spread some sort of rumor. They conjured some lie up and then spread something about you that wasn't true. This was at a party. So it was like they made you a laughing stock in front of like a whole group of people here and said something about you that was very personal, but it wasn't true. They made it up. Or they could have got it from somebody who made it up about you. That's coming through as well. With that X talk card, it says praise on young girls or boys. Somebody could have said you preyed on young people. Remember we had that card that said like too young or too young for you or whatever this is. And then we have sticking out right here, thought you would never find out. We have that about that coming out as well. An unhinged, out of control witch practitioner. Then they could have tried to do witchcraft to make it true here. Or to make people believe it. I think this is all coming out like, I'm getting this energy of like word vomit. Like, blah, 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 blah. Like something just like blew up. Like the toilet bubbling up, right? That's what I'm picking up on. Want to be able to define you so bad, but can't. God already did. And they're sick about it. Right? Because they wanted this to stick. They wanted to talk about you. You never find out about it. Everybody believes this thing about you. Now people don't mess with you and then that be it. You never knew what happened. You never knew what happened. And you just stuck because people walked away from you. That's what this person wanted. But it's given. It didn't work out that way when it came back full circle. And with this deck that I pulled, and I didn't pull any cards from, the world card in here is a giant dragon, right? And it's in a like an 8, but it's like more or less an infinity shape. And it starts out one way, it goes all the way down, connects back up, and it bites itself in the tail. This person put their foot in their mouth, right? Being dishonest with the truth, because now people know that they were lying on you. Now, how do you recant this? And if it has something to do with what we talked about in the beginning, about somebody having taken something from you, they could have been the person who tried to take this from you, or they could have worked with the person who did. And now they're going to have to explain why is what you were doing aligned perfectly with what this other person who did this injustice did? Or why is what you were saying perfectly lining up with creating a narrative? Like, you understand what I'm saying? They can't. Why did you do something that brung something full circle if you weren't a part of it? So that's what's sticking out about this person, that they did something funny. And look, we got flew out. Somebody who flew out somewhere. Somebody who flew out somewhere. A need for clarity. Now somebody want to go on a run because people looking for some answers. Someone else close to them heard the call. Now somebody else who was at this party, somebody who knew about what was said, looking into things like, yo, you dirty? They getting called out. Never expected it. Never saw it coming here. Look, in this situation, it's unhideable, the part that they played with the person from the past. Or maybe this is somebody from your past. You don't own me. They don't own you. They can't define you. They can't make up something about you and force it to stay. And they dang sure ain't going to be permitted to jump ship now. Nope, stay over there. This could have been, you could have been adopted or an adopted child, or this is family you're not blood related to or something like that, which, you know, could go coincide with bride's family, whatever that's about. They make it a point to speak to you. Now they want to make it a point to speak to you because they want to be like, oh no, you know, me and such and such, me and collective is friends. You know, we don't got no beef. You know, that was because X, Y, and Z. That was old. Like, they want to come back and be in your good graces because people are having questions now. So they feel like if they could go and they could say, oh, no, ain't no problems here, ain't no beef, we fine, that people won't look into it. But they caught somebody's attention when it says someone close to them heard the call. Somebody is like, something ain't right about this. I'm seeing you are the father when I'm shuffling. Something has something to do with somebody's baby father, your father, their father, something like that. Waiting on the right moment to flip the script. Dealing with the trauma from the aftermath. If something happened to you, if you went through something, somebody, it could be a father figure or something like that, could have wanted like if you had trauma or PTSD that came from, because remember we said this person attacked like all of your chakras to unalign you with receiving what was supposed to come to you, right? If they did this to you, they were waiting to see the aftermath, the trauma of what they did to you, and then they were going to try to use it against you. And we have video game here. They thought it was a game. They thought your life was a game. Somebody was imaginatory. Is making me think of story mode as well. Is coming through with that. Hide their purse when you came in, and then they could have tried to plant a seed to say that you were a thief or something like that, because they're jealous of how people feel about you. Because it's unhideable who you actually are. Jealous of how you treat your children here. We have father figure coming out. Somebody could be jealous of you and your father. Somebody could be jealous of the way you treat your children, like it exactly says here. Or somebody could be jealous of one of your parents and that's why they treated you that way. Or, somebody could be jealous of your child. I'm picking up on grapefruit, right? Somebody could be also jealous of you, so they're treating your child bad because of it. So be mindful of that as well. Some of you guys don't need to let your kid out of your eyesight when you're even around family, because something funny is here. Would rather string them along, and then they want to show up to you or show up to this parent figure as if everything's okay. They love y'all so appreciated, and the whole time they don't like neither one of y'all. Either it's you're parenting you or your child, could be the whole tree. You understand what I'm saying? But they stay in this person's face. You got to watch people. The letter Q is important here. I'm hearing Montague. Jeez Louise. Stop touching that. Stop teaching that kid that stuff. So they could be judging you or questioning with the Q your parenting skills, or introducing your kid into like bad things that you wouldn't necessarily want to introduce your child to, is coming through here as well. Somebody could be deliberately trying to corrupt your child also. It could be something as simple as you at a family gathering, they got all of the kids in the back room and somebody let them watch an R-rated movie. And they know that you do so much to protect their innocence. Little things that you got to be very, very careful, very mindful, right? What time dinner start? You come for dinner. If you even want these people around you, you come for dinner time. Y'all eat and then y'all leave, because you can't even trust them. Like they would. This is. Oh my gosh. Oh God, this made me just feel like I don't even know how to explain it. Like gave me chills, made me feel sad, made me feel angry. Like there was a lot of rush of different emotions here. You got to keep your eye on some children here as well here. When it says unhinged and out of control, witch practitioner, I'll keep your secret came out. This person hates looking in the mirror. Bad influence on others. Jeez Louise, like I said. Somebody's keeping some sort of secret about something here. For a person who did something that can't look themselves in the mirror because of whatever they did. And I hope it's not involving this child. And there's a witch here, somebody who does practitioner work, who know about it, that's telling this person they'll help keep their secret or help cover their hands. Okay, we have you're abundant. You're like a genie in a bottle, a rare lucky charm, powerful manifester, the it factor. So these are some people who know how abundant you are. You're a part of this collective. I'm pretty sure you are like a star seed, or you have a gift, or you have a certain magnetism. That's what it is. I got chills off that. You have a certain level of magnetism that these people want, right? Ooh. at the event. So you walk into rooms and you're like the top of the top. You walk into rooms, you are the center of attention, things like that. And like, I'm seeing video games. Somebody wants to control you, control your life. They want to feel like they're puppeteering you. Their ego could be bruised just by who you are. So then there's this energy of feeling like, well, if they can control you or hurt your relationship with your own child or whatever this is, that they would just feel better about themselves. Like, I'm in control of that person. Like this is narcissistic too. It's like they would feel like they would assume you. Like, you know, I'd say narcissistic parents see their children as extensions of themselves rather than whole other people. Like they want to feel like they want to, oh God, I think you get it. Like they're doing, this is weird. That's the explanation. It's freaking weird, right? We have the one who fed the demon. So this person could be a handler too. This could be a handler in the family, a hidden handler. This witch practitioner person could be a hidden handler in this family who feels like they have the right to use and drain the entire family. Or there could definitely be a scapegoat in your family. If you are personally not the scapegoat yourself, there is a scapegoat in the family here. So be mindful of like a family. I don't know why the middle of my head just started itching. There will be a person in the family that everybody says is like a bad person. They get in trouble all the time. This person is on substance. They have a story about this person. This person's so bad. They didn't get their life together. They always talk about this person, always project, my life will be so perfect without this person. There will always be that person, whether it's you or somebody else. So be mindful of this person and be mindful of this person. Yep. Like, yeah, this could be like a family handler. But what did God say? And that fell on my finger. So what did God say about you? So who cares what this person says about you or what they feel? What did God say? He already defined you. God says, I knew your purpose before I formed you in your mother's womb, period. Be more supportive almost fell out. This person was supposed to be supportive to you or the people around you. What else just almost got shown? It's okay to explore yourself actually. X is better when you know yourself and what you like. They should have been more supportive with developing your confidence in yourself. That's what that's making me feel. This is somebody who could have attacked you in a way when you were younger or like when you were growing up. I'm seeing a lot when you were like a teenager because they were like insecure about you. They could have attacked you in a way. And this is so crazy because I'm collectively seeing them do this to a teenage girl and I'm collectively seeing them do this to a teenage boy. So this is how I know this is going like, you know, through the collective in this way. They deliberately didn't help you with your manhood. They didn't help you with your femininity. They didn't help you date. They didn't help you find what makes you look cute, what makes you feel good. They could have like literally attacked it or made you even feel uncomfortable in the energy of like confidence or like, oh, I'm attractive, people like me. Like that energy just feels wrong, right? Because of like whatever they did. And I'm seeing this letter Q standing out. Maybe somebody picked up on it here. Sometimes we have to go through it. This is something that you went through because you are giving generational curse breaker. And you need to know what to look out for, what to teach your children about, what not to allow to pass down, what not to allow from your partners around your children. That you were born into a family you weren't meant to stay in. You were meant to learn from, so you know what to break. That's what it's giving. So for some of you, you are being guided to just pull away from these people, right? Because whatever they got going on, whatever they're doing. Hungry. Something about the collective being hungry. Let's see what this is about. And then I'm seeing an immature peeve. Thought they were being slick. Now they're being watched. Remember we were talking about this family gathering. If you go by family or something like that. Be mindful of even eating from these people, specifically whoever this closeted witch is, something like that. Don't eat food from this person. They're doing something to the food of the family. They're doing something to the family's food, okay? Don't eat over there. Don't eat over there. Don't eat over there. I don't care how hungry you are. Go eat somewhere else, right? I made you, and then we have stop. So they want to stop you from moving forward on your journey here. That's what they could be putting in the food. Something to keep people from being able to elevate in their life. This person has somebody in their life, right? This could be you, or this could be like another one of their children. This could be a cousin of yours, something like that, where they keep sabotaging this person's life with spell work, but this person has like Stockholm syndrome and they're not picking up on it. Oh gosh. Like, every time this person gets away, this person sends spell work to destroy their foundation so that they have to come back. So if they have somebody, yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. Yeah, no. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. I just heard a kid scream, ah, mommy. This could be one of their children. You wouldn't believe me if I told you what they're doing to this person here. You may not be the only person who was targeted as a scapegoat in this family. We have like 4 different things sticking out here. This could be your brother. Remember I said I seen them doing this to like a boy and a girl. Or this could be a boy in the family, a guy in the family. You know, they always say, oh, the son never leaves. These women would take care of their sons all the way until they're 40 years old, 50 years old, and don't do nothing. Something funny like that is going on here. This is like a masculine energy in the family. However that shows up. Underground is in the reverse. They don't want nobody to know that they're doing this. Remember I said this person is like a family handler. It says quiet money. They could be getting paid, or they could be being given some sort of spiritual allowance here. It's like they're siphoning this person's energy. That's why they keep doing this to them. It says got low to work on oneself. Now the major reveal here. They could have even tried to do this with you, but you kind of got low, or you pulled away from the family. You moved away from the family. Something like that is here. And they didn't see this happening with you because this person gets paid to like keep this family suppressed. This is a handler on a regular family. We're not talking about celebrity family, which it doesn't mean that it can't be. But this is a handler that's on a family full of people with star seeds. Full of people that have magnetism. They siphon from this family. That's what somebody married, a handler who is also a practitioner. Literally. And then I'm saying, but what did God say? So God is in the middle of, he's in the mix right now. I'm saying something about a demon. This person could have an entity attachment here. Underground is hidden. You wouldn't even pick up on it if you didn't know what to feel for. Share your talents came out in the reverse here. They didn't want you to get to a point where you were willing to share your talents. They didn't want you to get to a point where you were willing to, yeah, they wanted to keep you hidden. You could be the star seed in the family here. You could be sharing your talents here. This person can't see outside of themselves. This is somebody who wants to be the biggest, the baddest, the most known, the most respected, the most money, the best marriage, the this, the that. Always looking at other people. Why can't you just find a level in yourself you wish to, like this is for this person. Like why can't you just find I'm picking up on some chocolate, maybe those Ferraro chocolate or hazelnut or chocolate. Somebody wants chocolate. But it's like, why? Don't take any chocolate from this person. Why can't you find a level within yourself you're happy to achieve to, inspire to live to, and then just stay and then live there and be okay with that? Like, why do they feel like they have to come and hurt everybody else or take and take their thing? You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is ridiculous. And then I'm seeing something doesn't add up. The math is not mathing. Make it make sense. So something about what this person is doing, or something about this person is coming out suspicious to those around them. They're not able to hide. This is giving this is somebody's wife. Like there's a family and somebody married this person, right? That's what this is giving, right? And they're afraid of you, fearful. You could be very talented, or your talents or whatever you're sharing can like bring attention to this family. Your talents could bring attention to this family, and this person is trying to hide in plain sight. They're afraid for the attention that you would be bringing in or putting on them, because this is somebody who has something to hide. They're hiding themselves. They're part of something here. Because it's given they got assigned to be a handler in this family. Now this person feel like they want to get low. That's sticking out to me. We got 3 cards here. God is changing them. So God is doing some changes here. We have acting single. So this person could be stepping out on their marriage or something like that, or acting single. And then we also have gathering all the evidence before saying anything. And they may actually try to go towards a divorce from this person because they don't want to be found out. They don't like the attention that you could be bringing to this family. And they want to get out of it now because they feel like they're going to be found out. This word stop is like screaming at me here. It's like screaming at me over here. Yeah, they want to exit here. Because they want to keep the way that they make their money, or the way that they're wealthy. They want to keep it quiet. And they want to keep it underground. That's sticking out to me here. And they feel like they have this brother person or something like that. So that's enough for them to harness off, and they can still stay afloat if they separate or something like that. Somebody's viewing something as a sinking ship. Can't/won't get to your child. They can't and they will not get to your child. So those of you who may have felt worried about what came out before, they won't get to your child. No matter what. Or they could be trying to figure out if there's a way to get to your kid, and they find out that they can't. So they just feel kind of stuck. So they're going to whoever they work for with the bosses and telling them that they want a way out here. They're done. They would like a different assignment. Wandering eyes, a wandering soul. They're looking for a new target. So they could be trying to start a new relationship with somebody, or find someone else to be a handler towards, because they feel like something's getting too hot. They don't want people questioning their money, how they got some sort of money. There's money somewhere. And they got this money through being a handler, and they can't explain it. So they're trying to let these bosses know, like, hey, I got to get out of here. They're going to be asking me some questions about us. So they're trying to get this person out underground. So there's something that looks natural. This person just kind of skates out. Something is weird here. I'm picking up, oh, you all in a business. Recorded doing Omo acts. Hopefully the person that they're married to, they don't have a video of this person doing something with a male. That could be like some blackmail that they have. Yeah, something is like that. Something is funny. A mother wound is here. These people can have children together. A parent who chooses their spouse over their child. They did this for a mother wound. Remember that? Oh, Jesus Louise. Wrongfully accused here. They could have wrongfully accused you of something, and that's coming out. They could be trying to blackmail this person that they're married to about the recording that they have. Okay, I think I'm too deep in these streets. I'm fit to get out of here soon. I'm a little too deep in these streets right now, okay? I don't be these deep in the streets. I don't, look, can make it through this. This person is having hope that they can make it to the other side of this. After somebody may try to spill their dirty laundry. I don't know what they got going on here. Put that woman first. Somebody don't want to cheat. Somebody may want to make a mess somewhere. Jeez Louise. I love taking care of you and your heart. Now somebody wants to make up to you. They feel like maybe you're their only hope after whatever this is that's bubbling up, or this person is planning to do. All eyes on you, and this fell out in the reverse. They don't want nobody looking into you. Nobody looking into what's going on with you or what happened. It's given, there's so much more to the story you don't even know about. It's given there's so much hidden. Jeez Louise. Aries is sticking out to me. Somebody's talking a whole lot. Nervous system, neurons firing off. A wandering soul, they want to run. Fight or flight kicking in. They feel like they can't make it through this because they spoke too soon with this wrongfully accused. Ooh. So we have put that woman first. I love taking care of your heart. A hotel link repoed. Somebody may have proof that somebody was cheating on them in their marriage. So they may be able to they want to use it in court to take everything from this person when they leave as well. And then they have this blackmail recording. Or they can have a recording of who this person was in a hotel with. It says, couldn't wait to take your spot, plotting on your position. Somebody could already be lined up waiting for this person to leave. Somebody wants to be with this masculine or this feminine that they're married to. There's a lot going on behind the scenes here. Oh, and I keep going back to this wrongfully accused. They moved too quick. Somebody did something they ain't had no business doing. You are the father, and this fell on top of me. Okay. Whoa. We live too deep in these streets. Jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. Going out their way to paint you in a certain light. And this is going right above wrongfully accused. They messed up. Something is going on behind the scenes here. Didn't know you were strong enough to take me down. Didn't know you were strong enough to defend yourself here. Or else they felt like they wouldn't have done it. Something about a mother is here. Recognize when an entity is working through a group. These people could have entity attachment. A group of people could have entity attachment. I'm seeing the you are the father card is sticking out. Had to make it seem like I hated you. Oof. So I had to make it seem like I hated you for reasons you don't understand. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Then we have wrongfully accused again sticking out. We have overthrow of government. I'm going to say a poopy spouse, but it's the S word. This is giving Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You came between me and my children. Oh my gosh. We're going to pull five more of these, and then I'm going to go to something else here. Don't leave them alone together. Somebody was a sellout. They feel like they shouldn't have left their child with somebody. For some of you guys, this could also be like your child's father. There's a couple different people. This is a collective message. I heard this person is being attacked. So they could have heard that somebody was targeting you. Or it could be this person that's in this marriage that was targeted. If you bend now, you'll never be able to stop. Who's doing the bending? Now that you're gone, there is no one left to blame. Weaponized incompetence. Somebody's acting like they don't know what's going on. You're not an option when it comes to blaming why something happened. You could have removed yourself. There's no way to prove that you were a part of something, or you just were not around. You are not to blame for something, and somebody doesn't have any other alibi. I said 5 more cards, but the thing restarted with how many cards came inside. I know they're not done yet. A crazy spouse or a crazy baby mama. Somebody could have tried to put a crazy spouse or a child's parent on you. Nothing to see here. Now they want to hide how they were acting crazy toward you. In the reverse, it says, just because y'all came from the same place doesn't mean you are meant to end up the same. That fell on a sellout. I heard this person is being attacked here. So a family member who was jealous of you had a hand in doing something crazy like this. I'm done. I've had enough. You walked away because you had enough here. I know that's right. You got to get out and run far. You got to get out and run far, okay? It says, who cares? You shouldn't have participated at all. Now somebody wants to make an excuse for why they did something, why they were a part of something, and they're getting tough love here. Nobody wants to hear that. They're wanting to come back. Now they want you to come back to help cover their butt. They feel like you left and it was just to retaliate here. Somebody feels very called out and exposed right now. Trying to get rid of evidence. Now they're trying to get rid of some evidence. That's why I said there's a lot going on behind the scenes. Something is against the law. Somebody did something illegal. And when I leave, God's presence is leaving with me. When you left, something could have hit the fan because the protection was attached to you. Somebody needed to stay under your umbrella. And they didn't think so. They didn't think they needed you. They did something to you. You got away and it left them with the wolves that were already surrounding them that they could not see under the protection of the umbrella that came with you. Let's see if we're done now. Let's see if we get only 5 now. Allow God to vindicate you. You're getting vindicated. They're still stuck with what they did even though you're vindicated, right? Dealing with the trauma from the aftermath. And people know that you're dealing with trauma because of what you went through. And they're not going to be able to use it against you. Remember how that came out earlier? A hurt dog will holler. You could have spoke out about something, or something went a certain way because you were hurt. You weren't supposed to act like you didn't go through nothing. Trauma shouldn't have been weaponized against you. If the trauma came from something that was done to you, that's a sick way of thinking, right? God's mouthpiece. God used you to speak up here. You were meant to share your pain. There are people who don't know how to be vulnerable. They think that means weakness or that means target. And no. And then on top of a hurt dog will holler, don't take accountability. They don't want to take accountability for the pain that they cause you. They want to weaponize the trauma you've been through against you and not take accountability for causing the trauma. Excuse me? When I split the deck to put this back, we have sticking out here, a walk of shame. Now these people are walking in shame. And then I just saw show your vulnerability. Let's get a couple of issues here. Yeah, I'm hot. I think it's because I got these thick behind socks on. I got on some thick socks. And what's this shirt? Like wool? Gee Louise, I'm hot. Oh my God, the letter T is here. Oh gosh, man. A hurt dog will holler, something with the letter T, and the hurt dog will holler. The letter H. The letter D is here. U. Let's see what else come out. That letter Q. Q came out here twice. This Q came out 2 times. Something is symbolic with the letter Q. An X is involved. Or somebody named, it could be Xavier. The letter C is involved. We can see if we get a word, but I don't know. The letter F is here. Maybe somebody's saying F. The letter M is here. B. R. The letter A is coming out. And it came out stagnant. So whoever this letter A is stuck. They're going to take an L, or the letter L is involved here. I'm just going to see if anything else wants to come out or it's done. I think that's it. Okay, I think I'm going to roll some dice, and then I think that'll be it for us. You know, we can't leave without the rolling the dice. Okay. All right. Alrighty now. This one just moved. It fell the wrong way. Oh wow, and it fell right back out on what it was on before it moved. Isn't that beautiful? That worked out lovely for us, guys. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So the first thing that we're getting out. Okay, is this the north node or the south node? It doesn't make any sense. I was saying that it goes like this. So it's the south node. So we have the south node coming out, being clarified by the number 4, right? The south node is showing up as pertaining to the past, what has already been lived, past karma, 4. So materializing. Whatever somebody did or said or did in the past is coming to light. It's already done. So this is materializing. 4 is structure, stability, authority figures, law enforcement, whatever somebody did. It could be a house. It could be stability, finances. Whatever has been done is coming to, what's done in the dark is coming to light. That's what's popping out here when it comes to that. Okay. Then the next one we have popping out here is the Aquarius energy manifesting by the being clarified by the number 1, which is about the manifestation of something here. And with that, it's telling us that aloof, contemplative, overly empathetic, yet responding apathetically, conversational, comfortable. Somebody's going to have to answer to something here. They're not going to know how to react. This person may come off very heartless, very like. You ever see a narcissist and you like, oh, you're dead in the eyes? Like somebody's going to come off very evil, very like they don't have touch with their heart. Like they don't have touch with their feelings because they know that they're caught. They don't feel even like they want to lie, or like they even have the willpower to lie, but it's kind of like worth it to them to even kind of try, but not try. It's like, if you're going to believe me and be stupid, be stupid. Like, this is such a, somebody's going to show that they're like a psychopath or like sociopathic in some form of like situation where they're being questioned here, right? We have the 12th house, which represents restriction, incarceration, worries, what holds you back, subconscious thoughts, passive aggressive solutions, falling into unhealthy patterns, addictions, secrecy, mourning, isolation, being clarified by the number 1. Okay? The dice is dicing. The dice is dicing. I think that speaks for itself. Something somebody did in the past is being, they're going to be questioned about it and then manifesting incarceration. That's clear as day. And the numbers that came out was 411. So 411 is symbolic here. And it's 113. So it's about to be 1-4. It's about to be 11-4 on the time clock. So it's about to happen, right? Okay, y'all, I think we're done here. Thank you, guys. I'm so grateful I was able to do a reading for you. I hope that this message helped. My name is Honeyy the Shaman. My email is honeytheshaman@gmail.com. If you want to book a reading with me, feel free to reach out and I'll show you how to get a reading from me. But yeah, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Be happy, be beautiful, be light. Smile as much as you can. Click the link in my bio. It's another way to get access to like a lot of the other things that I have going on and I have out there. Okay, friends. Later.